grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Found that out today.
Hey everybody, welcome to Bromance of the Three Gamers.
Yeah,
I'm Bob.
I'm Mike.
3 of us. I'm John. And we're gonna be the man with a mustache.
You know, I actually had to think for a second. Who else in One Piece has mustaches?
A lot of people.
Mihawk, I think, has a mustache.
Yeah, but who has that mustache?
Mm-hmm.
Who has a reverse handlebar mustache?
A reverse Fu Manchu.
Calls it a beard and has no one call him out on it.
You know what's funny?
You know what happened the
I
last
watched
time
a guy-
I called him out on it?
What'd you say? Oh. I was watching a guy. He did this video about the top, I think, 5 differences between the manga and the anime. Like, stuff that happened in the original. And he put this up as, I think, like, number 2. Remember when Akainu shows up? In the manga, he blasts off his face. In the anime, it's just his beard.
In the anime, Whitebeard loses part of his mustache. In the manga, when he gets punched by the lava guy, he loses half of his face.
Yeah, you know what's funny?
And he
also
keeps going.
He also has a hole through his chest.
Many.
Which I love because they're like, and Whitebeard, he died without a scar on his back. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, Akainu punched a hole straight through him.
No. He punched into him and pumped him full of lava like a hentai monster.
That'll teach him.
You know what's also funny?
And he still kept going.
In the anime, they made Akainu look like a little bitch when he showed up, and in the manga, Akainu wasn't even surprised. He was just like, oh, you're here.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, I did love that bit in the anime where Akainu actually got afraid when Whitebeard was looming behind him. Because that felt like a legitimate thing a lot of guys in the Navy would be afraid of. You know, you're walking around, doing your rounds in town, and then suddenly, Whitebeard.
I don't know. To me, it seemed different out of Akainu's character, because this is a guy who is pure batshit crazy in his ideals, and I feel like he wouldn't have been...
Oh, yeah. Just like Doflamingo kind of doesn't care, but then...
Yeah, he doesn't care. He straight up doesn't care.
They just want
he
you
hates
dead.
all pirates, but at least at this point, he's probably stronger after the time skip, but at least at this point... Yeah, that's okay. Bring a couple back with you.
I will. I mean, I would hope he was stronger in the time skip.
He'll be stronger after the time skip, but at least at this point, I think he has more than enough reason to be afraid of Whitebeard. If only for that little bit of, sorry, I can't see the corner of the screen anymore.
I was about to say, you should be fine, I think, with what you got. I mean, that's what we've been rocking since we started.
Is it?
Yeah.
It doesn't overlap to all the characters.
No, that's just how Mike has it. That's what Mike rolls with when he plays.
Okay. I was gonna say we might want to do the power to perceive one's true form, but oh well, how many Logia guys can there possibly be at Marineford?
Doesn't he also have all forms of hockey? Like, doesn't his
When he's awakened, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. Like, once he awakens, he's technically got all 4.
Ooh.
You did that.
One punch pacifista. It's like Unreal Whitebeard.
See? Wait, did we have this on hard?
What were you playing it on?
Hard? I think.
Then it should still be on hard.
Okay, well, yeah, I just forgot that he's level 77.
Yeah. This guy, we actually level broke. I mean Mike.
Level broke, bitches! Gonna! Oh, crap, it's Dolphy. Before, he was a real problem.
He was still a problem here. He just didn't care.
Well, we also weren't introduced. Nothing was talked about him before he was shown in Dressrosa. All we knew is that he was a warlord of the sea.
With puppet powers.
No, we didn't even know that.
Well, we saw it.
We saw it.
He did the puppet powers at Logetown after Luffy left.
Yeah, you're right.
He did the puppet powers in that meeting where they talked about Blackbeard.
Yeah, that's true.
So we knew he at least had a puppet power, but we had no idea how it worked. It was after the time skip when we got close to his island that we found out he's a lot more creative with it, and he can fly across the sky by attaching strings to clouds.
Which isn't physically possible.
No, but if you want to throw that into One Piece now...
No, I know. I'm just saying, like... Middle finger!
Again, if you... Oh yeah, his thumb completely disappeared in that shot. As much as Crocodile didn't help a whole lot at Marineford, I did like him as a villain. He was kind of the first guy to really put Luffy in his place. And then Moria tried to do that, and it didn't work.
Tesoto Spada!
It was cool. The arc did kind of drag a bit, but it was a cool bit.
You damn flamingo. Manshoku!
The only model of Sengoku in this game is his hand.
Apologies. Don't want to crush
I
anything.
do love how they just pull that out of nowhere. It's like, it's a fleet admiral. What can he do? Oh, he's the heavenly Buddha. Well, what?
You know, that rare Logia type.
Zoan.
Mythical Zoan.
Which
The
is
strongest Zoan type.
Which is
God.
as powerful, I think. Switch to Ivan Vok. He's got things for you to do, Bob.
It's like, whatchamacallit? I was watching Iron Fist. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what people are bitching about.
We never know.
I mean, I know they were complaining because they're like,
Whitewash.
he's a white man. I'm like, but he's always been a white man.
Yes.
Well, yeah, the actor has. No. Iron Fist.
The Iron Fist himself. Well, no, even then, the Iron Fist is a title. So it's like other characters could
It's like
have
the Green
title.
Lantern.
Yeah.
Nah, the champ.
Where they had to switch away from Hal Jordan because they wrote him into a corner.
Yeah.
You won a
that
martial arts
horrible,
tournament?
that horrible Green Lantern movie.
I won a martial arts tournament.
That horrible Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh my
He
god.
fights the villain Parallax. But
Oh my god. You actually are taking my advice, aren't you? Shut up, son.
Goku, are you serious? Yeah, he's the champ, Piccolo. He's got this.
He gets to go first.
in the original
I can't
comics,
tell if
you're serious, and that frightens me. In the original comics, Hal Jordan was Parallax.
Well, yeah,
Because-
he gets infected by Parallax.
He gets infected by fear.
Yeah.
Yep. Because
The-
they realized they wrote this into a corner and they need something interesting now.
Well, it also didn't help that they had what Jay Garrick. No, Jay Garrick is the original Flash. They had the original Green Lantern, who they brought back, and he looked fucking ridiculous. Then they have Hal Jordan, Silver Age, and then they were just like, oh god, I don't know what to do with. And then they had John Stewart, the Black Architect, who, allow me to say, is probably one of my favorite because that's what we grew up with.
Oh yeah, the Justice League show.
But other
Oh,
than
you think my name was you think my name was Black Vulcan? My name was Super Vulcan. And then one day, Aquaman just says, "Man, why don't we call you Black Vulcan?" And I was like, "Yeah, why don't we call you Whitefish?"
and from that day forward, I was known as.
I'll show you it now, Whitebeard. Get him, huh?
Yeah, and honestly, with Iron Fist too, the cast is really diverse. I was surprised. Sort of.
This guy with his dreadlocks. What's he doing in his life?
Who knows?
He might be a Whitebeard pirate, maybe?
Boy.
I think my only problem with Iron Fist is because they've already introduced the stick in Daredevil.
Oh.
And I don't know why, but I would assume that Stick would be aware of Iron Fist, and Iron Fist would be aware of Stick. But they're not. They never even mention them.
Whoa.
Yep, gonna go save Jimbei.
Switch to someone before you do it. So that way you can get more. There you go. Save Jimbei to get Jimbei.
Save Jimbei, get Jimbei. Pro investment tips.
I don't know, the way I look
Oh,
at
he
it.
took out... I think I got one of them. Still, good on you, Jimbei.
You did it. You did it, and you didn't suck.
I did me!
Sanji, your year is almost up.
You gonna do something with it?
I want to point out, when did he start this? Last year around this time? This is the beginning of the Sanji arc? Or the year of Sanji?
We did it a little bit later because he was still in Zoe last year.
Yeah, but that's when he announced. Yeah, but it did happen last year though.
He announced it, but it was
So
the beginnings
technically,
of it.
whatever the first chapter is in this year of Sanji is when it's been a year. So he's got until whenever this time this year.
Mm-hmm.
To do something cool.
I don't know. It seems like he introduced Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph Joestar, basically.
Apparently this baller who should have been... Sounds like he should have been there the whole time.
Wait, really?
Yeah. A guy who has observation hockey...
Oh, Kobe, get the fuck out of here.
His observation hockey apparently is so badass, he can even see into the future.
I can see the future!
To the
We
point...
already have a psychic, though. The mermaid lady.
Well, no, he
Merma lady.
Yeah, remember the half-shark lady?
Yeah,
He can only pick a few futures.
I'm not gonna play second string to a man who wears a bra!
Yeah.
I'm crossing over to the dark side.
What?
Why should I waste money lighting the whole store?
But my favorite part, though, is that I guess that was a JoJo reference because he does do that. He does do Joseph's line. He's like, and the next thing you're going to say is, and then he said exactly what the guy was going to say, and then he's like, and then he says it back to him. He's like, yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, to be fair, you know, you're talking about a granddaddy of manga there.
I know.
I mean, I think a lot of modern anime takes, you know...
Oh.
Yeah, but if it seems so kind of blatant, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, JoJo has gotten more popular now with the animes. So a lot more people worldwide.
Oh, yeah, it's just like,
I know,
it's
but
just like if Joestar decided to, jump right out and say, "This hand of mine is burning red."
Well, I mean, that'd be Gundam right off.
well, that's like,
No, that's what
remember-
I'm saying is if
Remember that,
JoJo made references to Gundam, it would be
Remember
kind of the same thing.
that one
Apparently
anime we watched? Like, I could understand if it was like that.
What anime?
We remember the thing we were trying to find the burning finger the one time.
Oh yeah, that
And
one.
the guy did all of the moves from everybody else. He did the Kamehameha. He did
Exactly.
all the signature
And they
moves.
actually had to bleep out the whole thing.
he ended
It's like-
he ended it with burning finger.
Apparently, the guy that made Gundam likes what is it? I forgot what I read, but the original author, the guy who made the original Gundam, 79 or 78. He's like, yeah, you know, I like all these different art styles and everything, you know, like, I'm glad that Berserk's doing this. I like the Berserk style. He talked about Studio Ghibli.
Nice.
I don't think he's been involved since, like, I don't think he's done a Gundam since, I think, maybe Char's Counterattack? No, Victor Gundam would have
I'm
been.
sure he hasn't needed to because I mean a lot of them just use a lot of the tropes I think from like the earlier ones.
Well, he did the original timeline, which is Universal Century, which everyone knows. But I don't think he's been involved in anything past Universal Century. I think every other Gundam is just...
Sometimes you gotta know
director.
when to put the book down. Like when the guy who wrote SpongeBob decided to stop after the movie.
Or
Yeah, but the
Pendleton Ward decided to stop doing Adventure Time.
Yeah, but I think the difference is, you know, he handed that off with like, okay, I told my story. You guys just, you know, have fun with it. Like Kishimoto. Fuck Naruto. Have fun, guys.
I
But
finished
we need
Naruto
more.
And
Did he write Botaro? Is that officially his canon? That epilogue was him? Or
that
was the
epilogue is his.
Okay, so
He wrote Botaro, but from my
No,
understanding,
he doesn't write. He has nothing to do with Botaro.
no, he wrote the ending for the Botaro to begin.
Yes, that's
He wrote the ending in that way so that because I think the either Shonen or whatchamacallit wanted to continue it.
It was probably Shonen.
Yeah, probably Shonen. Shonen
There
wanted
we
to
go.
continue it, and
That being said, that was a very emotional. I do like this part. I love Garp in this just because.
Oh yeah, because
He
when
lets-
he's sitting next to watch Marineford.
Yeah.
Like watch One Piece, sure, yeah, great.
No.
Watch Marineford.
As a One Piece fan, I cannot tell you guys to watch it just because you'll never catch up.
With
Even
what?
if you cut out all the filler, you'll never catch up in One Piece.
Depends on when you start.
If you start from the beginning.
If you start from the beginning, you will spend well over a month watching it. It took me, I think, 2 or 3
that's
weeks
what?
to literally catch up to Bunk Hazard.
Not watching the filler?
Cutting out all the like, I literally went to the Wikia, found where all the filler was, and cut out all the filler from it, and it still took me at least 3 weeks, and it was like days of just binging it.
Oh yeah, I mean, me and my brother watched. What was it? I think the beginning to the. We definitely got to Arlong. I can't remember where we started, but we finished up the Arlong saga in a night.
Yeah, because that only takes like 20
Don't get me
episodes.
wrong, if you guys want to watch it, I'm all for it. I love One Piece. I'm just saying, like, I understand.
Marineford
when you have a 900 plus
all
episodes,
the best. Marineford is the best things of One Piece, all condensed.
Honestly, I think somebody did say this once. They said kind of where Toonami starts is probably the best spot to get into One Piece.
Annie's Lobby. I think it was.
Yeah,
they started at just before Water 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But they did it with the fucking Foxy
Pirates.
goddamn pirates.
Oh yeah,
that is a good place to start.
That is a good place to start. If you can cut out the filler and the episodes that repeat, you'll be fine.
Watch a little bit of the Foxy Pirates just to, if you've never seen any of it before, get their names straight.
Well, and at that point, you should probably just go on the wiki after like a couple episodes just to know who the characters are.
Yeah.
Because by the time at that point, you've already missed a vast amount of arcs. Watch Alabasta.
Was I sitting with you? No, I was sitting with Josh. I will have to give Funimation some credit. After they, you know...
I love doing that combo.
In my furries!
After they created the fucking gaping hole that was everything that a lot of the other voice actors had done with...
shout about it. No! Fishman Karate!
Oh, I shot it, but...
Vagabond Army.
They got Jinbei right. That's what I'm trying to say.
In English?
Yes.
What's he sound like?
He sounds a lot like the Japanese one.
That's good.
Like
Boa Hancock sounds nothing like Boa Hancock.
Yeah, he's not the. I'm gonna give it to you. I don't know who he is.
I don't know about Whitebeard either.
I haven't heard Whitebeard.
I haven't heard Whitebeard either.
I heard Jinbei. Jinbei
or
sounds
if I did,
like
it was
when
so
we do
forgettable.
that, when we do that joke about Japanese.
Did any of you watch Kenichi's Mighty Disciple?
I did.
No.
Do you remember the grandfather?
Yeah.
That's Whitebeard's voice actor.
Oh, okay. Now I feel like I might remember it. I definitely remember that grandpa, and that was.
Yeah, the blonde.
He was good.
Yeah. That's who's Whitebeard's voice actor.
As Whitebeard, I can kind of see it, but admittedly, I feel like there's more weight to the Whitebeard character just because of how much weight One Piece gave the Whitebeard character.
I don't know. I'm in that dilemma now where I kind of don't watch English dubbing anymore just because I get so used to the Japanese.
Oh yeah, sometimes so do I, but
That being said, I just finally started playing the Blaze Blue Central Fiction story mode, and that doesn't have any English in it because, you know, it happened...
No, I was just looking to see who
you know, because it happened during the strike, so, you know, that means it's never going to happen again. But I was reading it, well, I was listening to it and reading it, and I was just like, for some reason, because I played those games, their story mode in English, right? Because I love the English cast in that. I hear it in Japanese now, I'm like, I'm not accustomed to any of you.
Oh yeah, usually.
And I'm reading, and I'm not letting them finish. Like, I'm reading and I'm just going through, I'm like, listen.
Who are you people?
I like
and what did you do?
I love the story, but you guys...
Just like, I kind of like the Japanese cast for Dragon Ball Z, but I grew up with the English cast.
I can't stand Japanese Goku.
I think it's alright.
That's just me. I can't stand Japanese Goku.
Usually, sometimes it's the Japanese one, sometimes it's the English one. Usually, for each anime, you'll pick a team.
I will say this. I am surprised that is it Funimation? Or is it... I think it's either Funimation or Central Frameworks. They're doing the season... They're doing Utawari False Faces, the second season of Utawari Nomi. I will say this. They got the vast majority of the voice actors from the first time they did it, which was back in 2007. They're all back. Like, I checked the web DMV, they're all there for... almost all of them reprised their roles for Season 2, the ones from Season 1. I was like, huh, that's impressive.
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, damn.
Yep, he does that black box bit.
Ooh, Vanguard.
Asgard.
Yeah!
I think Jinbei's about to leave.
You can save
Well,
Jinbei.
he'll disappear, but only after we secure that escape point.
Well, I mean, alright, then at that point it doesn't matter.
Yep, which is why I'm gonna head over there and get rid of those question marks. Because I'm a nice guy.
What does that even do?
I forget.
I mean, thank God we don't need to make these videos. Thank God we don't need to...
Yeah.
No, man, this is the probably the only board where we are going to be over-leveled. Because it's like the only level-broken character we have ever gotten to use.
Alright, fair enough.
And even then, it's Whitebeard. I can clear a room with my second attack.
True.
Gonna be fine. Invest in Whitebeard, people.
Yeah.
Invest in Whitebeard. He's never gonna go down.
I mean, I jumped shift and I switched to Blackbeard and my investment's gone through the roof.
Though, in defense of those who did invest in Whitebeard, it did not look like he was going to go down. Or sometimes it looked like he was, but he did not.
I mean...
Admittedly, there was a part in Marineford where even though I knew the outcome, I was like, when is this guy gonna go down?
Someone starts ringing a cowbell. We got ourselves a sad cow over here.
I don't know. I just love Oda's response to Ace. Yeah, I was gonna kill him after I introduced him.
Yeah, the guy who does the Funimation work for Jinbei is Daniel Baug.
No idea what he does.
Good.
That
good,
fire
'cause
monster they dug up in Lord of the Rings?
He's only got 5 works, and Jinbei's one of them.
Oh, alright.
Okay, so he's new.
Tokyo
Are
Ghoul,
you supposed to lose Ivankov?
Check A, Freezing Vibration,
I don't know.
Dagagashi Kashi, and Barakaraman.
What?
Was that a Digimon?
What the hell are you talking to me about, boy?
I hope it was a
He's
Digimon.
an animated
There's a new
adaptation.
Digimon game coming out.
I think that came out.
I have no
I
idea.
thought that was January.
I have no
There's
idea
so
what it
many
is.
Digimon games.
I still haven't finished the other one because of,
How dare you not finish Cyber Sleuth?
well,
Are you not
see,
a sleuth?
there's fun detective work in it, and that's great. There is so much grinding, though.
Listen, all I'm hearing
Like, to
is...
get all the Digivolutions.
I believe it's beautiful. Truly.
What, the Jinbei guy is going to be in the boob game?
That'd be awesome.
No,
What is it?
no. Just read the title.
The waifus of Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash dethrone Ghost Recon on Japanese PlayStation. Ah!
Best game ever.
Wait, Senran Kagura outsold,
Senran Kagura Peach Beach Blast dethrones Ghost Recon on Japanese PlayStation Store. The top-selling game in Japan right now is Senran Kagura Peach Beach Blast.
Oh, I can't wait, man.
Followed by Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, Horizon Zero Dawn, Excel World vs. Sword Art Online Millennium Twilight. The fuck is that title?
I don't know.
well, Excel World and Sword Art Online are both done by the same guy.
Then it's Kingdom Hearts. Then it's Nier. And then Minecraft. And then Earth Defense. And then Resident Evil 6. And then Uno.
Resident Evil 6, hold on now.
Yep, Resident Evil 6.
How?
Not even 7?
Not even 7.
It's Resident Evil 6!
I guess people played Resident Evil 7 and were like, my god, the other ones must be so great. And then they played 6 and they were just like, oh my god.
Well, then
I
again,
now
I did
understand.
something like that where I played Dynasty Warriors 7 Empires at John's house, and then I bought myself Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires at GameStop.
Yeah,
Which, I'm not sorry I did. It's a fun enough game.
And now I know why the population rate is going down in Japan. They're playing Resident Evil 6. That's their 9th favorite thing.
Culture shock, man. Culture shock.
Nico is 17.
I'm kind of
Super
surprised
Robot
he
Wars
showed
5
up in,
is 19.
what's 19?
Super Robot Wars 5.
Oh no, Luffy!
Is it 5 or V?
V.
Yeah, it's V.
Oh, I don't know.
It's not Roman numeralized.
You never know.
I
You
do
never know with them. Japanese people, like I said, I'm pretty sure when they create things, they just slapdash a bunch of consonants they know that Japanese people can't say, just to piss them off.
Speaking of not pissing people off, Berserk! It's coming back, baby.
Finally?
Yeah, April 14th, he's releasing the next chapter.
Nice.
And he's going to be part of a bi-weekly magazine.
That's not gonna last.
No, he's not. I don't believe that.
What, you mean he's gonna come out twice a week?
No, wait,
no, the magazine is bisexual.
No, I'm sorry. I think the magazine's a bi-monthly.
Bi-monthly. You know, honestly...
That's a lot better than putting out 4. If you honest,
No, that's fine.
It's
It's just...
better than putting out like
it's just-
4 a year.
It's just, you know what I think he's done? I think while he's on break, he's just written a shit ton of them. and then he's just sitting on them, and he's just not releasing
Apparently this
them.
one they're actually dealing with Keska. Apparently...
Break into Berserk Guy's house and you will find all of Berserk already written.
He's actually written the ending. The ending is he sacrifices Keska and kills Griffith.
Apparently...
and he becomes God.
Apparently, from what I saw, because they have it up, but they don't have it up fully. They only have, like, I think, the first 4 chapters, or the first 4 pages of it. Because he's still, I think, working on it, because it doesn't come out until the 17th. But it's supposed to be...
And it's kidding. No,
it's supposed to be what? It's
Delayed by snow.
It's Shuckle and Fenris, or Fenris, are in Keska's mind now.
Alright, I have the family bonus, so time slows down.
Ah, right. Isn't that wonderful? First thing I type in. Berserk manga. Scroll. Oh, wait. There it is.
I mean, I do love the fact that... I will say this. The newest scans I saw from, the site...
Come on, he has to get up and do the thing. I think he did it.
Holy shit, Mike. You look at the most recent chapters he's done, like last year and stuff. You put it up against everything else he's done, you're like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Well, Wikipedia lied.
About what?
The manga was published on an irregular schedule from late 2006 until July 2015. From then to December 2015, it was published monthly before returning to an irregular schedule. It returned to a monthly schedule starting in June 2016.
Ah! No, it didn't. No.
Hey, he put a monthly schedule on his wall, by which I mean a calendar.
If you mean by he just refused to release anything, then yeah, you're right. He totally did.
No, don't you understand? His publishers tied him down and said, no, we're making money off this. People want your stuff to be finished.
But I don't want to.
I love my fans.
But then I'm going to turn into Minamoto-san. And look at him. He's not even happy. I hate my life.
Berserk Guy's just like, I love my fans! We know you do. That's why we're doing this!
I thought I wanted to stay at home, see my wife,
talk to my children. Fans!
And then I learned a hard lesson. They all suck. I should have continued to write Naruto.
He's already got he's already had too many arcs inside. He's pulled another conviction arc so far in Fantasia, which is why I'm pretty sure this is just the fucking conviction arc. 2.
He's like
Dressrosa?
No, it would be... God, what is Oda's equivalent of that? Punk Hazard?
What is Oda's longest arc?
No. What? No.
Conviction
An arc that repeats another arc?
It wasn't long,
That's
but...
what I'm talking about. It's the in-between arc.
Oh, the in-between arc?
Oh, I thought you were
the setup arc? Yeah, it probably would be Punk Hazard.
Yeah, that's Oda's...
I thought you were talking about an arc that looked like another arc. I was going to say Dressrosa looks a lot like the other one.
Or you know what? Amazon Lily.
Nah, Amazon Lily wasn't that long.
Yeah, but it wasn't that long, but it also was just pure setup. It was just...
I don't even know if there's even enough there that you can call it a setup arc. Probably Impel Down, you could call it a setup arc?
Not really, because, I mean, if you're saying it sets up for Marineford, then yeah.
Sabaody.
Yeah, Sabaody.
Because that sets up...
Yeah, they were there for, 20 episodes?
Yeah, but that set up everything. That set up...
It did.
That set up Impel Down.
Oh, they're only halfway through Marineford in English.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which makes sense because a lot of stuff happens here.
Not even here. They're not even at this point.
No, but in Berserk, Fantasia, you come back, there's, I think, the Sea God arc, where he gets off the boat and gets on the boat again. Then there's Young Guts arc, which tells you what Guts did before he got to the Band of the Hawk, so that in-between period between him killing the...
Why did we need to know that?
Because filler is awesome in manga, because it's then not filler, it's canon.
Oh. Welcome to the beach episode.
Well, you know what? At least...
I love the beach episode.
At least then, when we, play Band of the Hawk 2, we're going to have something to do before we start the Band of the Hawk.
No, there's not a lot to do in there. He doesn't even have Dragon Slayer, or even his version of a Claymore.
Proto Slayer.
Proto Guts.
Proto Guts, it's like playing as young Yukimura.
Look, man, I promise I'm gonna, you know.
And then Proto Guts over here says 3 words in the entire show. Yeah, I know, right?
Now I'm just picturing young Yukimura at the Osaka campaign.
It's not. It's too big to be called a sword.
It's too big to be called a sword.
I watched
Rough
that clip.
and raven.
I watched that clip you showed me.
Yeah.
Of the English. I hated Puck's voice actor.
I could kind of get past Puck because I was like, yeah, whatever. It was Guts when he started talking. I was just like, yep, I'm done. I tap out. Mostly because he just growled out that fucking phrase, and I was like, yep, the script's written horribly, and...
You know what's even worse? I even put it on Twitter. I watched a preview video for Season 2, and somehow it made it... What I saw, I was like, why the fuck do I feel like you guys gone backwards? This feels like it's worse than 2016.
Because they probably... Did they take out more of the...
It was just a preview video. It was like...
More of the 3D, or they add more of it in
I
there?
think... I don't know. It just looked
It's
weird.
all 3D now!
To me, it just looked like it was worse. It looked like it was 2016 CG, but less animation or something. You know, like less...
They took less time on it.
I don't know. That's what it seems to me. I'll forgive them all that if when they do the Berserk armor, that thing moves like a fucking, you know, smooth-ass jet bullet.
It won't.
See, now I'm wondering,
Jet.
did Gold Roger actually rob people?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Because everyone talks about him like he's a demon, but all the clips in the anime just make him the nicest guy.
I wouldn't call him the nicest guy.
Unless you said something stupid about one of his friends. Because then
I would call him Luffy.
Then he takes out your country.
I would just call him Adult Luffy.
Yeah,
I know everyone,
say,
like Ace
like
just said,
Luffy.
even though a demon's blood runs
I
through my
remember
veins.
the first time I saw this.
Well, it's because he's hated by.
And you know what the funny thing is? I didn't even see it from this. I saw it in the One Piece Pirate Warriors 1 game before I got to the end of the arc.
What's that?
And how does it end? If you do it right, you can either end it like the anime, where you know.
Hypothetical?
No. The end of the game is the hypothetical, because then it goes, Luffy goes into pure rage mode and they fight on top,
Super Saiyan?
No. He fights Akainu on top of Buddha's hand.
Ah.
That's how One Piece Pirate Warrior 1 ends. And I literally thought that's how it went. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. Then I read the manga and I watched the anime, I'm like, oh wow.
You guys didn't play the game.
I was like, wow, you took some creative liberties here.
I don't think that he's an actual person, that Admiral over there. When I was in Super Breeder 3...
Super Breeder.
That's all I could think of.
I don't know. All I know is if they do another one of this, which I hope they do, after...
I think they're gonna wait a little bit longer.
Well, yeah, they're not gonna do anything until the Kaido arc starts.
And they'll come up with their own ending to it as.
Exactly.
I don't think the next arc is Wano. It's gonna be.
Well, then I hate to tell you this, Mike, but he was a lying sack of shit if he said he was gonna get this done in 300 pages.
I think he could.
300 chapters, but
he's been sort of rushing, like. He has been sort of rushing through the stuff. Like, it's slow, but it is rushing.
Alright, then, if he wants to get it done 300, why would he not go straight to Wano if he's gonna have this big time skip?
Because he has whatchamacallit to deal with. Mark of the Phoenix.
Yeah, you know how you solve that?
we're probably going to see...
He's on Wano! You don't need to know how we found him, he's just on Wano. I solved your problem, Mike. Now Wano starts.
I almost don't want him to do that. I would kind of like to see the next bit be, here's what happened to Luffy's group, which is what we're seeing now.
What?
The next bit is what's going on with Mark of the Phoenix. We'll see a lot more preview, like we had for Marineford. Not as much, but we'll see a bit of a preview. Like Marco's there, he's on his way.
I have no interest in what happens to Marco.
I want to see what he has to say, and that's about as far as my interest goes.
I have no interest in doing an arc about finding him, only because there's no one on the team who's important enough. Who's looking for him? Cat Viper.
What?
No one else is looking for him in that team. Why should I care? What they should dedicate only this to him, finding him. That's about it. One panel.
That might be all they do. It would make sense. Although, what would be the point of doing it more if there's like
No one from the main group there. Law's not there. None of the Straw Hats are there. Shit.
Well,
not even Mononosuke's there.
How do they split up again? What are
I'm looking that up. I'm seeing how
Robin and Usopp are just hanging out on
So is Frankie.
I thought they were just hanging out on
Frankie, Robin, and
Zoe.
Usopp are on Zoe.
Not from what the anime said.
The anime said they were all going to Wano, but
yeah, anime said they're all.
The anime also says that they're gonna go sneak into a marine base for supplies.
Yeah, but guess what? That all happened.
Oh no, filler. Yeah.
Well, the supply base, but
yeah.
The way
Let's see how they divide up, because I'm looking it up now, because it's one of those you kind of need to know it before we.
Before we act like we do.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just assumed. It's the samurai, pirate.
Samurai, ninja. Pirate, mink, Samurai, ninja, pirate, mink alliance.
Yeah.
Luffy planned to go to Whole Cake Island with Nami, Chopper, and Brook to rescue Sanji. Got away Peckham's with Pedro after running. Well, Zoro. Oh yeah, they all went.
Yeah, I told you.
That's weird because the way they wrote it, it sounded like because they. Oh no, wait, Frankie was working on it on the island.
Yeah, Frankie was working on the island. They didn't leave
yet. They're heading to Wano. Meanwhile, Inuarashi and Nekomashi plan to search for Marco in order to increase their alliance strength.
Yeah, Mononosuke is staying on Zoe.
Yeah.
And it's probably
the elephant carrying Zoe Zunichi came under attack by Jack's men, but under Mononosuke's command, he wiped out his entire fleet. With everything settled, the alliance split up and began their mission, with Mononosuke and Inuarashi sitting on Zoe to communicate with Inuarashi and defend against any future beast pirate attacks. So technically, the only one of them is going to get Marco.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
I told you it was Cat Viper.
Now it's Dog. I just said that.
Dog Storm is going to look for him? I thought it was Cat Viper.
No, Dog Storm is going to be looking for staying on Zoe.
Yeah, that's what I said. Cat Viper is looking for Marco.
I don't know who the hell this Cat Viper is. I'm talking about Nekomashi.
Yeah, Cat Viper.
He keeps saying
Dosan Saito?
I'm gonna keep saying it because
that's not his name.
It is. That's what his name translates to in English. Just like
Brooke wrote a song about it.
Yeah, just like how Inu whatever transforms to Dog Storm.
I don't know where you.
Or Shippuden means Hurricane Chronicles.
Shippuden means overrated.
They did some cool stuff and it was diluted.
Everything does cool stuff, and then what happens? You let it drag on for too long.
Yeah.
That last bit drug on way.
I love you,
too
One
long.
Piece, but you're falling into the same trap.
Yes. I think this picture sums it up mostly. Bleach is healthy. It's mostly water, and we're mostly water. Therefore, we are Bleach.
That was the one I think got the most rushed ending out of all of them.
What's that?
Bleach.
Yeah. He didn't want to do it anymore. That was the thing.
I'm dead honest. I'm pretty sure they should have ended it after the Aizen arc, because he literally had nothing else set up.
Well, that's what a lot of people said, that's what he wanted to do. He didn't want to do it after that.
Because, let's be honest, I didn't read it, but from what Josh used to tell me, I'm like, why are the Quincy here? Why are they now living in the Soul Society? This sounds all stupid as shit, man.
This sounds like something you did just to make it go longer.
And then it probably
The show is the filler now.
And then I read all.
It lost its anime before the manga ever stopped, so it's one of the few shonens to ever have that happen. Have the actual anime be pulled.
Which is too bad because.
And it used to be one of the Monster 3s.
Oh, no, it was. It started basic, but then went somewhere cool.
If I remember, what ended first? It was Bleach, right? Bleach ended first, then it was Naruto.
Bleach ended, then Naruto, and then. I'm pretty sure.
The Bleach anime definitely ended.
No, Naruto ended first.
Yes, Naruto ended first.
Naruto ended first because Bleach just ended.
Yeah.
Okay, you're talking manga.
Yeah, we're talking.
I remember because I was making jokes.
I was just gonna say the anime for Bleach has been done for a while.
Well, yeah.
I was bored trying to figure out something to read.
No.
I remember when John and I were back in college. We went to New Hope looking for costume pieces. You were there because you were trying to explain to me the how Naruto was ending at the moment. And you were like, okay, well, there's this old lady. She was the tree. Wait, what?
She was the real enemy.
Jesus Christ, was it that far back? That Kaguya showed up?
In the manga, yeah.
Holy shit, that last part went on for fucking ever.
Oh yeah, because you and I were in college together in 2000. I met you in like 2012.
Shit, yeah, and the play didn't go on until what? Yeah, that's when the play happened, right?
Well, that's when we started auditioning. The play didn't happen until January 2013.
Took forever for it to end.
Yeah.
Because he also dicked around a lot.
Because I'm just like, what the hell? I hear you say it, I'm like, no. There's no way I told you about Kaguya. There's no way Kaguya
And
showed
then
up
after
in
he
that.
defeated it, he had to come up with the ending we all knew was coming. Naruto versus Sasuke. So he could prove that Naruto's better.
Are you ready to see my trick?
By having a draw.
We'll see it in the cutscene, but since we picked White there.
Whee!
Why can't we get more...
Now see, I love that in the anime, and I'm assuming in the manga, they actually had the rest of Blackbeard's crew there to keep people from interfering, but here, it's just Burgess.
Yeah, it's his Zoro.
Dude,
Oh no, yeah, but at the same time...
Burgess is all you need. Alright? Blackbeard could throw away the rest of his crew and just have Burgess, and that
I don't
would be
know,
the
I
end
saw
of the
Burgess
series.
get beat up pretty bad by this one guy.
Yeah, Sabo.
You know.
Yeah, but then what happened? He brought the storm with him.
We still don't know what exactly
What
happened.
was that? I'm sorry. No, that was not as powerful as it should have been.
Oh no, they dumb it down to probably what they can program, because again...
Okay, I was making sure that you
in the
agreed with
anime-
me too, because he just was like, bam.
Again, watch Marine for it.
Wow.
And yeah, in the anime, he actually did the thing. He wound up and he was like, BAM!
Watch it, because there are so many clips on
Why
YouTube
couldn't he
too
be a
of just...
playable character? Why couldn't Burgess be playable?
Because people do not understand the greatness that is Jesus
They wanted
Burgess.
Shanks more.
Why?
Even though he's got less of a
He didn't
moveset
do
than Burgess would.
anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we don't actually get to see how the war ends, because that's all Whitebeard saw.
Yeah, but we're not missing much.
But
Shanks shows up. Everyone has to deal with Blackbeard. Not really.
Oh, but the
Blackbeard-
other guy shouts a lot about how the war's over, and we can stop fighting each other.
Yeah, fuck Kobe.
That's all, folks.
I mean, as Mike has constantly said, he is Luffy's Garp.
No, he is not. He is not. Fuck Kobe. Fuck Kobe sideways with a soldering iron, okay? Fuck that character.
I've never had Kobe beef. How is it?
Delicious. It tastes like $100 bills.
This thing plays out in a full cutscene in the first game.
Yeah.
This is just.
But this one was trying to hybridize the manga aspect, which it kind of did. I kind of liked it.
Yeah, it is a kind
Because it reinforces that, oh yeah, these are Japanese comic books.
Did you
it's my body. I'll do it when I want.
did you enjoy John? I don't know if you read the recent manga. Did you enjoy Jinbei's pseudo wishy-washy? Yes, I'm a part of the Straw Hats. No, I'm not a part of the Straw Hats. Maybe I
I
am.
didn't read any of it.
Oh.
I literally.
It is fucking hilarious.
All I did was put it up and look through it, and then I saw Joseph, and I was like, oh, okay.
Because he basically confirmed that Jinbei is a part of the crew.
No shit.
Because he sits there and he talks to Aladdin, and Aladdin's like, Jinbei, listen, I just want you to know you don't have to die. And he's like, yeah, I know, that's why I did this,
Why was
and this.
Pikmin tied up again?
Pikmin?
Yeah, why was Pikmin tied up again?
Peckham's.
Yeah,
Peckham's because he would run off and talk to Big Mom because he's extremely loyal. After all the shit he's been through, he's still loyal.
Jesus Christ.
So they're talking to Aladdin's like, listen, man, I get it, and he's like, when I saw that board, he's like, not only would it have taken my life, he's like, which I would have been okay with. He's like, not really, but okay. He's like, it would have also taken a bunch of my crew. He's like, and I don't believe in draconian methods like that. So I was left with only one choice. He's like, join the Straw Hats? Like, no, maybe, yes. Like, just shut up. I'm going to betray. And then Aladdin's like, he's like, well, listen, man, you don't have to die out there. And he's like, listen, I don't have to die. But
Zoro, Nami, Sanji, Chopper, Robin, Frankie, Brooke. Aren't you missing one? That's
Harry.
my entire crew that I like.
What about Song King? I remember Song King. He was awesome.
Yeah, was he a temp? What agency did we get him from?
But
I want to see him. I want to see him right away.
Yeah, and then
Don't worry, man. You'll see them in 2 years.
But then Aladdin's like, yeah, you don't have to die. He's like, yeah, but you know, if I do die, I want to die for my captain, Straw Hat Luffy. But you know, he's not really my captain, but he could be my captain, and I might be his, you know, his subordinate one day, and I want to throw my life away for him.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Or not, I'm not sure.
I haven't decided
Listen,
yet.
you shouldn't aspire to be a ditch digger. Oh, Captain, my captain. Oh, sure.
I can be a ditch digger?
Yeah, but you should.
You're the first one to tell us we can be whatever we want to be.
You're the first one to tell us we could be a thing.
Fine, you know what? Be the best ditch digger you can be. No, Captain. Be the best prostitute you can be. Oh, Captain, my captain.
In your case, I'd get the money up front.
I was watching. There's a new manga and I was reading it and I was confused because I didn't understand it. Apparently, it was just basically a Sima Zhao like character was teaching people how to do magic.
This whole thing was animated, by the way, in the very first game. This entire sequence.
No, we don't need to reanimate it. Fuck that.
I got it, Luffy. Even though I live on an island of a Venus flytrap, I got this.
I got this note because I killed one of
My skin's burned off. I'm a slave. Yo! I'm your best crew member.
I had to suck up to that douchebag. I'm a dirty Frenchman.
I thought he was a Spaniard.
Yeah.
Depends on which dump.
Let's meet again in 2 years at the Sabo D Archipelago.
Archipelago Gurgen.
To be continued.
He should still have that tattoo.
Well, see you guys next time.
Yep, see you guys next time.
Thanks for sticking with us.